What if the moment you feel most broken is actually just the beginning? We're taught to keep going, to power through, to never let them see you sweat, to keep posting. But sometimes we just hit a wall. In the last couple of weeks, that's what happened for me. I wanted to post, but I couldn't. I hit a wall, and I just couldn't continue. But in that space, I relearned the lesson between what your soul, your mind, your will, your emotions demands, and what your spirit needs. As someone who coaches women through faith burnout, I recognize that there's a pattern that happens right before a breakthrough. In this video, I'm not only going to tell you what happened, but I'm going to show you how to find your steady inside the storm and how to use it to rebuild. The last time I posted was 2 weeks ago, April 26th. And since then, I've been in a pretty deep personal crisis, having extra caregiving responsibilities for my dad and maneuvering the 1-year anniversary of my mom's passing. And it's been really heavy. My capacity to work on business and things other than caregiving has been diminished because of the extra care that my dad needs right now. And I more or less stopped doing business, and it felt like a failure. And I know I'm not alone. Many of you are also going through this. This is the very definition of faith burnout, when the demands of life overwhelm you and the spiritual practices you thought were solidly in place would sustain you, but they end up feeling just hollow and one more thing on your to-do list that you just can't. And if you're anything like me, you have a voice in your head screaming, just do more. Do one more thing. You can do it. But on the other hand, you have another voice, a quiet voice behind that noise of your soul that's saying, just breathe. It's okay. This is a concept I teach, but I also just lived it, and I'm still living it. My mind, my will, my emotions were telling me to keep plugging away, to get the business things done, to film the next video. But my spirit was saying, take a step back. It's okay. You need to grieve, and you need to let this be a season where you rest more. The business will pick back up when it's time. It's okay. I needed to learn again to be fully present in the hard thing. That's the battle we face, the war we engage in between the two. The soul wants one thing, and the spirit is saying, no, this is the way to go. And for me, the win was not in posting another video. The win was stepping back in my soul and allowing my spirit to lead. It's a hard thing to do sometimes. And I struggled for a long time, for days, trying to figure out, how can I keep both things going? How can I keep all the plates spinning in the air? But I finally listened to what my spirit was saying. Rest. Take some time. It's okay. So if you're in that place right now, here's the first step to get back to a steady rebuild. Cancel something. And when you cancel something, take something out of your weekly planner. For me, I just erased it because I write it in pencil anyway. But when you do that, don't consider it a defeat. It's an act of taking authority in your own life. Listen to your spirit. Give yourself just one thing that it's been pointing out. Go outside, take a walk, sleep a little longer, or lay down a belief that seems important just for a little while. That's not quitting. It's actually listening to God outside the box of expectations. This process of learning to distinguish your spirit from the noise in your head is exactly what we do in an unboxing session. It's a private call where we take a look at the shoulds you've been telling yourself and find a way to get you unstuck. We uncover key insights and we create a tangible roadmap for you to hear God's voice in a way that fits your unique design. And having something like that is especially important when life is hard. If you're ready for that, the link is in the description. Go steady.